Hello and welcome to astrology update for you lovely Pisceans. That is Pisces rising and also sun sign Pisces. Now this is one of a 13 videos that I produce on a weekly basis, goes into a playlist. So hopefully you've found the playlist, and if you go to the top of the playlist it gives you an overall view for the week. But this specific video is for Pisceans, Sun and Rising. Now, if you're new to me and you just found me for the first time, hello, welcome, thank you very, very much. You can subscribe to the channel, which means that you get the videos on a regular weekly update. Also, you can get in contact with me. It's an interactive channel. You can get in contact with me by the website, subscribe to the website, and of course then you'll get newsletters, or of course you can contact me direct on email or friend on Facebook. Love to get involved on Facebook. Just send me a friend request. Absolutely fantastic. Right, introduction's over. Let's get cracking. What's this week got for you lovely Pisces? Well, happy birthday to all Pisceans with their birthday next week. The sun enters Pisces and we get a new invigoration, a new energy surrounding us. And you know, as it comes into your first house, the first thing that it comes in contact with is Neptune, which is your ruler. And you know, there is pretty much a feel-good factor around this feeling of Neptune. Now, Neptune is great for any artistic Pisceans. If you are, trying to do anything to do with writing, anything to do with the media, anything to do with, even meditations, dream interpretations, that area is absolutely fabulous for the coming week. Now, Neptune, the sun separates out from Neptune, so this is also a time when you will start to see things clearer. So if you've got things going on in your life that are directly relating to you, that you've had some haziness on, you're not being sure about, or you thought someone was trying to perhaps pull the wool over your eyes and you've waited a little while, as you go through this week and certainly into next week, things do seem to be a lot clearer as far as that is concerned. But the real movers and shakers this week are to do with this continuing relationship with Venus and Mars. And Mars tends to work quite well, certainly when it goes with one of your sisters, which is Scorpio. So there is an affinity here, and Venus, of course, very passionate. And Venus is to do with passion, Mars is to do with drive, and as those two link together and dance around the zodiac together, this happens very rarely, simply because Mars moves half as fast as Pisces, as Venus. So there is a tendency for Venus just to skip on ahead. But this year they are really, really close, holding hand in hand, what we call conjunction, and it's going from sign to sign. And currently we have Mars and Venus together in your second house, which is ruled by, or not ruled, but in the constellation of Aries. You may have a willingness or a wish to perhaps overspend, perhaps overindulge, but more importantly than that, this is giving a drive to you to look at different ways of making money, looking at different work projects, how the work area comes into being once again. You seem to have got your mojo back as far as that is concerned. The other area to look at really is your sixth house, because traditionally in traditional astrology, Pisces was ruled by Jupiter. And this sits very clearly in your sixth house. And the reason I bring this in is because it is triggered by Venus and Mars. And furthermore, it is is well supported, and also supported in your house of ambition as well, which is currently has Saturn in there. So this is a great time for discipline. This can be a great time for if you're looking to get trimmed, if you're looking to get, say, into that exercise regime, you've maybe been involved in dieting, you've been involved in just taking general care of yourself, grooming. This is all well, this is all well starred, and this has an ability to actually go on. You can reach your goal as you go through the next couple of weeks. And so if you're looking to finish a diet or exercise regime, getting your weight down, getting yourself fit, this correlation between the planets is saying that yes, this is really achievable, yes, this is looking good, and yes, people are really going to appreciate you for this, because your second house, although it's to do with money and wealth, is also to do with your personal well-being and how you feel and project yourself as far as your well-being is to others. So how wealthy do people see you? Do they see you as on top of the situation? And with this spread that's coming up for you, this really does show that you are on top form, on top here. So to do with yourself, to do with your discipline, to do with your work, this is really a fine area for you this week, Pisces. The other spotlight that comes out is a full moon. Now the full moon occurs actually in your 7th house, which is very important to you. It's an angular house, so it has a direct effect on you. And the full moon starts to get you to look at relationships and how you are going within those. So relationship issues start to become under the spotlight. Now it can be, you're a very driven sign, Pisces, a sign of the 2 fish. So you need a motivation. You are very you're very driven for a goal. That's what the word I was trying to use. So a cause. So you need a cause to drive yourself. So I said, if you're losing weight, if you're on an exercise regime, if you're looking for a partner, if you're trying to save the world, that's Pisces. That you concentrate yourself fully on that. Now, the full moon is in Virgo, and Virgo can tend to be a little bit self-critical, and so you need to be careful around this area of relationships, and it can be a little bit of a daunting time perhaps this week. Maybe someone is trying to, a partner is trying to bring things to a head. You are looking at a relationship that possibly, is it going to go forward, is it not going to go forward, you need to examine it. Well, any situation that reflects you or is to do with relationships, I want to say add a bit of caution to this. Take a deep breath. The moon is a very fast moving planet, and it's reached the peak and it's going to go on the wane. So I want to say to you, don't necessarily make knee-jerk decisions this week, because the conjunction that you have with Mars and Venus, it conjuncts with Uranus, and Uranus is a planet of spontaneity. And the area of caution in your chart is really in the 11th house, which is to do with your network, which is to do with your conscience, etc, etc. And in there you have Pluto, which has been sat there for quite some time. Now Pluto is, I would say, more in tune with you necessarily than Uranus is when it comes to making decisions around people. So there is an area of caution, because Uranus and Pluto have been sparring all year, and they will continue to spar. And so as one is energized, the other one is agitated. Now the energizing area for you, Pisces, is to do with yourself, reaching a goal, reaching an ambition. The sparring partner is going to be to do with relationships. So it's necessarily not a time to make decisions yet around relationships. Have a look at them, view them, and as we go through the waning moon, then is the time to be thinking what is needed and what is not needed around you. Lovely, lovely Pisces. Thank you so much for getting involved. Lots of love and light to you. Have a fantastic week. And remember, if you haven't subscribed to the channel, please press the subscribe button. That way the video comes out to you on a regular basis. And of course, also if you wish to, friend me on Facebook, write on the email, or the website. And I hope you have a fantastic, lovely week. And if it's your birthday, a very, very happy birthday. Have a good one, and speak to you next week.